Oh my goodness. Swazito Wanamama. Is there time for another one? Oh yeah. Dele Alli puts it in the back. Surely that is it. Tottenham winning the Champions League. Or are they? Welcome back, folks, to yet another video, and this time we are taking a weird, bizarre look at the old Champions League final in the form of a Football Manager simulation / experiment. Now, we'll talk about that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button, get your bang up to date with all things Champions League related, Football Manager related, Blackburn Rovers related. We're going to all here under one roof. Now, what's happening right now behind me is a quick blitz through of all 100 simulations of the Champions League final that I did earlier. I have actually a link down in the description for those individual images. If you are a geek like me and a bit of a data nut and want to check them out at your own leisure, there is a link down in the description down below where you can go and download the little zip file, and I'll have all 100 images, snapshots of those finals with all the goals, with all the details. But what I'm going to do is kind of present to you kind of a roundup of that simulation, which took a couple hours, 2 or 3 hours to run through. It was a little bit painstaking getting to this point because for me, as a bit of I'm an okay dude with the FM, but not really that up to par with the editor. So first and foremost, I'll kind of explain a little bit. So I downloaded a database or a data update from Sorted Out SI, which kind of lets you pick where you want the season to begin in your grand scheme of things. Now, I did that 2 or 3 times, and I realised that the Champions League data was incorrect. So I had to go back and find or pick a date that both Liverpool and Tottenham were still in the competition and kind of simulate it to a point until they both made it to the final. So fortunately, it only took me a couple of hours to get to that point. And once I've got that illustrious final of Tottenham Hotspur against Liverpool, I simulated that match 100 times and took a snapshot of each final score with all the details. And then after that, a little bit later on, I actually knocked up a spreadsheet and combined all the data. And this is what I have for you. So we're gonna kick it off with some of the highs and lows that I noticed throughout the 100 games. And for instance, in this one here, this is one of the high points for Tottenham, beating Liverpool 4-1 after extra time. That's actually slide number 77 if you are going to download the pack and have a look at it. And you can see the goal scorers in there. Dele Alli got 1, Harry Kane got 1, Lamela and Davison Sanchez. On the flip side, Firmino got himself a goal. I think there's a red card in there as well. I'm struggling to see. But then on the flip side, if you're a Liverpool fan, check out for slide number 47. After Liverpool smashed them 4-0 with no reply. Goals from 2 from Firmino, 1 from Gomez, and 1 from Mo Salah as well, to make it a bit of a one-sided affair. And there was a couple of those. So Liverpool did that a couple of times on Tottenham. But then we'll take a look at this goal bonanza, 7-goal thriller, ending up 4-3 in favour of Tottenham. This is one I think we all want to see, all the neutrals anyway. 7-goal fest, topsy-turvy game, but ultimately ending up in Liverpool's favour. So, and yeah, as you can see, if you want to check out all the rest of them, there is a link for them bad boys down below. So next up, I'm going to try and bring all the data together and kind of showcase bits and pieces about it, what I found out, and at the end of it, I hope to give you what I believe, or what the simulation believes, will be the final score at the end of the final whistle on June the 1st. So let's take a look at some of the bits and pieces. So throughout the simulations, the highest amount of goals scored by Tottenham was 4, and the highest amount of goals scored by Liverpool was 5. I think Tottenham did it maybe twice. Liverpool, I think, hit 5 at least once. But anyway, the total amount of different goal scorers over the course of the 100 simulations for the two teams. Liverpool had 15 different goal scorers and Tottenham had 14. And I cannot remember if the own goals is counted as one. I think it is. I think it is. So anyway, let's take a look at the overall top goal scorers from, I think these are the top 10 of the course of the simulation. So let's take a look at it. So in 10th spot, he is a Tottenham player who scored 9 goals throughout the 100 simulations, and he is Lucas Moura, obviously a hat-trick hero for Tottenham, getting themselves to the final after that amazing hat-trick against Ajax. But next up, it is a Liverpool player who scored 14 goals, a bit of a difference there, 5-goal difference, and it is Fabinho. That's right. Goal machine, is he? Well, I did realise he did take a lot of penalties in these simulations, so he was up there. So next up, it is another Liverpool player who scored 15 goals, and that is captain extraordinaire Jordan Henderson. That's right, 15 goals for him. And you probably might see a bit of a trend coming up here with the goal scorers, but don't let that fool you. That could be leading you up the garden path, because maybe if there's a sort of heavy amount of players in the top goal scoring ranks compared to the other, maybe, just maybe, the other team scored a lot of 1-0 wins. You never know. We'll reveal all in a minute. But next up, it is another Liverpool player who scored 18 goals. Any guesses? I don't think he's available. I think he might be injured. I don't know. And that is Naby Keita. So, yeah. So he was the next in line as we move up the goal scorers. And next up is another Liverpool player who scored 20 goals. Any guesses? This is a bit of a surprise. Maybe it is VVD. That's right, Virgil van Dijk scoring. There was quite a few of the old simulations where he did score a couple goals, a couple bullet headers and things like that. So, yeah, I wouldn't bat against him scoring. But finally, folks, back to the old Blues and Whites. It is a Tottenham player who also scored 20 goals, and that is... Yeah. You think you know? Well, it is Dele Alli. That's right, 20 goals for Dele Alli. Next up, we have another Liverpool player who scored 24 goals, and it is Sadio Mane. That's right. So it does appear to be a very dominant Liverpool top goal scoring chart here, and we continue again in that same vein with another Liverpool player who scored 31 goals, and it is everyone's favourite Egyptian, Mo Salah. Yeah, that's right, 31 goals for him throughout the 100 simulations. But next up, it is a Tottenham player who scored 33 goals. And that is Harry Kane. That's right. There is obviously a debate about whether he starts or doesn't start. But realistically, if it is in my eyes, and I went through all these 100 simulations, he must start the game for Tottenham's point of view. But next up, finally, it is another Liverpool player who scored a whopping 51 goals, nearly 20 more than his nearest rival. Who is it? Any guesses? Have you got a guess? Have you got a guess? Who do you think it is? Do you think it's own goals? Do you think there's a whopping 51 own goals scored? But no, it is not. It is Roberto Firmino got 51 goals in the simulations. But anyway, let's take a look at a team by team. I'm going to blitz through these. So over the course of the 100 simulations, Eric Lamela got 1 goal. Sergi Aguero got 1. Kieran Trippier also got 1. There was 2 own goals by Liverpool players. Son Heung-min only got 2 goals. Davison Sanchez also got 2. Toby Alderweireld got 2. Eric Dyer got 4. Jan Vertonghen got 5. Christian Eriksen got 6. Victor Wanyama got 8. Lucas Moura got 9. Dele Alli got 20. And Harry Kane, obviously, we've seen already, got 33 goals. But anyway, how about Liverpool? Obviously, we saw a lot of them because they were the dominant force in the top goal scoring ranks. Trent Alexander-Arnold just got the 1 goal. Daniel Sturridge got 2 from the bench. Alan Milana also got 2. Albert Moreno got 2, Dejan Lovren got 4, James Milner got 5, Joe Gomez got 6. There was a whopping 9 goals by Tottenham's players. I think Harry Kane got a couple of OGs as well. Fabinho got 14, Henderson got 15, Keita got 18, Van Dijk got 20, 24 for Mane, 31 for Salah, and Firmino got 51. But anyway, what about the old red mist? There were a few red cards, total 16 in all, 8 for Spurs players, 8 for Liverpool, and here's a quick breakdown of them. Danny Rose got 1 for Spurs, Mane, Marino and Van Dijk also got 1, Dele Alli and Eric Dyer both got 2 for Spurs, Fabinho got 2, Sergio Aguero got 3, and Naby Keita got 3, so quite evenly distributed. But anyway, what we got next up our sleeves. So here we go. Here's the money score for you. So that 100 times that we simulated the Champions League final, Liverpool won 74 of them. That's basically 3/4 of the 100, and 26 wins for Spurs. They scored a whopping 203 goals and only conceded 93, and obviously they flip around for Spurs as well, with an average score of Liverpool 2, Tottenham 1. Now I'll break that down a little bit in a bit more detail, but there's more. There is some positive news for Tottenham fans. So if the match there was a few games that went to extra time and even penalties. For example, there was 8 games that were concluded in extra time, and it was 4 apiece. So 4 wins for Liverpool in extra time, 4 wins for Spurs in extra time. However, if the game, let's just say the game does pan out and go to penalties, that's where you're at, Spurs. That's what you're going to hope for, because you won 5 of them and Liverpool won 3 out of a further 8 games that went to penalties. So the writing is on the wall. It does look like Liverpool are going to be the supreme favourites for this one, with Tottenham the underdogs. And I think goal scoring is a problem, obviously, without Harry Kane, especially if he doesn't play, which there is, that uncertainty about that. So if he doesn't play, I think it's a stone cold Liverpool win. But if it does go the extra, if it does end at 90 minutes all square and goes into extra time and Tottenham, I would shade it to be Spurs. I think they would have the longevity to kind of stick it out. So for me, what I can gather from my simulation here of 100 Champions League finals, I'm going to go with a 2-1 win in favour of Liverpool, with goals from Firmino, Salah and Harry Kane. Now, I did actually, this result did come up 12 times. One of them went to extra time out of the 100. And I just want to let you know that out of all those 12 of them, not one time did this scoreline come up with Firmino, Salah and Kane on the score sheet. So out of 100, it didn't come up. So maybe, just maybe, the forces above us are saving it for the Champions League final on June 1st. What do you think will happen on June 1st in the Champions League final? Do you think Liverpool will hold out and get another trophy? Or do you think Tottenham will defy all expectations and take home the precious honour of European champions supreme and become kings of Europe for the first time in their history? Let me know in your thoughts and opinions down in your comment section down below. And that pretty much wraps up this video, folks. It is kind of tied up in a dicky bow. If you want to check out all the data for yourselves, I have all the score lines, all the snapshots, all the data listed in a few links down below. Just click on the link. It'll send you on a bit of a goose chase, but you'll get there eventually, and you can download it for your own viewing leisure. It was enjoyable. I did like it once I got to the point where I could simulate the games. It was a bit tedious getting to that point. But that, my friends, is going to wrap up the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, smash the thumbs up. If you're new, smash the subscribe. I'll try and do some more of these simulations over the next couple of days. Maybe the Championship playoff. Maybe the Europa League. I don't know. Is it worth doing a Europa League? You'll have to let me know quick time, because I'm going to be away for a couple of days, so I'll need to be doing that tomorrow. So you're going to have to write in the comments down below if you want me to do a Europa one, ready or not. But anyway, I'm going to let you get out of it. Hopefully you did. Smash the thumbs up, smash the subscribe. I'll be back very soon. Also, make sure to check out the old description. Links to my other social media platforms are in the Twitter, Facebook, and of course, the hotly released Patreon page, boys and girls. But I'll be back once again very soon with another video of some kind, because it just rains videos here at Blackburn Overseas. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.